Golfers often slice the ball. It's a horrible shot. I hate it. But most of the people who would come for me for coaching would slice the ball more than they like. A lot of that happens because of how the trail arm dominates, because we're right-handed golfers. So the right shoulder and the right arm tend to be too active in that transition area of the golf swing. Today I'm going to share with you an unbelievable exercise that really gives you the feels to stop that happening, and therefore turn your slice into a straight shot or even a draw, if that's what you so desire, to play better golf. So a slice shot is pretty horrible, it's pretty weak. We get what we call an oblique strike, where the club cuts across the ball and the face opens up. So we don't get the maximum kind of compression or efficiency out of our golf shots. For me, it happens mostly, and me being very right side dominant, when I get to a top of my backswing, my right arm, when I try and put the juice on, when I try and hit it harder, my right arm, right shoulder will tend to move out and forward towards the golf ball too early. A way of combating that is to make sure we have a bigger turn, which I talk about in quite a lot of my videos. As long as we make a good deep turn, it's harder for the arm to come out because the club's in a deeper position and our backswing is more loaded up, so we can sequence the downswing correctly. But still, as a right-handed golfer, my tendency is to want to use my right hand too much. So in an ideal world, what we want to see from the top of the golf swing is to see these arms kind of fall down towards the ground, and we don't want them to be thinking of going out towards the golf ball too early. They are going to go out, so it's kind of like a diagonal direction, but we want to feel it as this kind of fall and getting the center of the mass in the shaft behind the hands and the club head behind that center of mass. And we want to feel at this position where the hand path is just inside our toe line. Now, over the years coaching, there's a drill I've used with thousands of golfers that really makes a huge difference pretty quickly. And that's the one I want to share with you today. Now, we're going to do, it's quite funky, it's quite unusual, it's quite difficult, but we're going to actually take your right hand out of play in that transition. Doesn't mean it's going to completely out of play long term, but what we're going to try and do is just get your lead arm to be more dominant, more in control in that transition area of the golf swing. The idea is, if you can't manage that, then we're going to try and get the right arm to work correctly. So that'll be the second part of the video we'll talk about. So initially, what I'm looking for you to do is at the top of the backswing, take your right hand off the club and just lower it about 5-6 inches away from your grip. Let the right arm drop vertically down and let the left hand, the grip, to try and go down to meet that hand. So we're really exaggerating the feel of this gravity feel to get in the downswing, to get that club more in the correct arc or plane. Again, when we get the club in the correct arc or plane from here, we can then transport and rotate through the golf ball, presenting the loft in this most dynamic fashion to hit great golf shots without having to stall at impact and almost hang back, which is what we see with people that start down with the swing too over the top. So that will kind of look like this. The arms come out, then the body will hang back to get that club back onto the golf ball, rather than swinging way left and being almost missing the ball and topping it, or hitting those huge divots after the golf ball way left. So we learn, our GPS in our body learns that that's not quite right, and we recover, we react. So the exercise I want you to do is, first of all, practice swings. Feel that sensation. Once you've done a few practice swings, you might go ahead and hit a normal shot doing that and get those feels. But also for the braver individuals out there, we're actually going to hit some golf balls doing that exact exercise. So don't worry if you don't do it a huge amount. It's just the feeling of that left arm kind of working this way to stop this right side dominating. Once you've done a few practice swings and a few shots, if you are brave, then go ahead and hit a normal shot with the same kind of sensation. But even make your practice swings where you just get that right hand to just ever so slightly come off, to get that little bit of shallowing happening. And now and there, a beautiful little draw down the fairway. And those practice swings definitely help me feel that different transition, which is definitely what I need in my golf swing, and it's what 90% of golfers need from what I've seen over my 30 years coaching and the experience I have. If you're an over-the-topper and you hate it and you've had it all your life and you're thinking, I'm really struggling to get rid of it. Give this revolutionary exercise a go. It's hard, but it will make you change your golf swing.